Hey everyone, let me introduce the all-new Packtalk Outdoor, the ultimate sports communicator from Cardo. In this tutorial, we'll show you everything you need to know about it. Simply put, Packtalk Outdoor is a communicator for every season. With its small footprint, rugged build, and mounting versatility, it's perfect for winter sports, mountain biking, climbing, hitting the trail, hang gliding, you name it. This unit takes sports that are individual, that you do in groups, and adds a social element. Packtalk Outdoor allows you to communicate completely hands-free. So for activities such as kayaking, rock climbing, skiing, bicycling, where your hands are occupied and you can't necessarily let go in order to push a button to talk to somebody, the hands-free element is huge. With this, the mic is always open, it's always ready. Important to note, there's no reliance on cellular coverage or data connection in order for these to communicate with each other. You and your family or your buddies can be literally anywhere in the world. It's reliant only on itself. With Sound by JBL, it offers the perfect sound experience with powerful 40mm HD speakers designed by the experts over at JBL, and at 100% waterproof, you can throw what you want at it. Rain, snow, dirt, mud, doesn't matter. Your Packtalk Outdoor will keep you connected. We'll start with a quick unboxing. We'll then show you how to install this on a variety of different helmets and other applications. We'll then explore some of the basic operations and show you how to use this. And then finally, we'll check out one of the first accessories that's available that complements it. So in front of me, I have it in both the black and white versions. Let's crack one open, see what's inside. Inside the box, you'll find a blister containing the unit. And in removing that blister, you'll find the documentation. That includes 2 pocket guides that are picture-oriented and very easy to read. An installation guide, also picture-oriented, with a QR code to the Cardo Connect app and a QR code to the installation video. A flyer with all the instructions on how to update your software. You'll want to do that before the first time you go out and use it. A safety and warranty card, a Radus card, and a sticker. The bottom of the box contains an accessory box with all the parts you need to install the unit. This includes a cradle for mounting on V-strap helmets, a glue plate that can be used for all types of other helmets or applications, a set of 40mm JBL speakers with wired microphone attached, 2 Velcro for mounting the speakers, 4 stickers for setting the speaker wire, making sure it's nice and clean, a USB-C to 3.5mm audio adapter so you can make use of your own headphones or earbuds, the USB-C charging cable, and 2 alcohol cleaning pads. Let's now see how you can install the unit. Remember, this process is easy, it's fast, and you will not be needing any tools. For this tutorial, we'll look at helmets that utilize a V-strap. We'll also look at an option if your helmet doesn't have a V-strap or the V-strap kind of isn't the ideal solution. We'll look at a full-face helmet, and then we'll explore some other options. Remember, in your box is the installation guide that has an illustrated step-by-step process of how to do the install. Also in there is a QR code that you can scan. It will take you directly to the installation video. Let's start. Step 1 is to install the speakers. Now, if you hold the speakers upside down, the longer cable is intended to be on the left side of the helmet, whereas the shorter one is going on the right side of the helmet. Now, if you're installing into a helmet with ear pads, you'll find more times than not that there'll be a little pocket where you can place the speaker. And in this helmet, we're going to utilize that. In this helmet, you find the same option. But for demonstration purposes, we'll pretend like that doesn't exist, and we'll show you how to install the speakers if you don't have little speaker pockets. So starting on the left side of the helmet, take the longer of the 2 speaker wires and just drop that inside the pocket of the ear pad and button it up. Then move over to the right side and do the exact same thing. For a helmet without pockets for a speaker, or in this case, one where you're choosing to not use the pocket for the speaker, just grab the circular Velcro and place that in the general area of the ear. And of course, you'll do the same thing on the other side. Then, starting with the left side of the helmet again, just grab that longer speaker, place it in the area of your ear, and do the exact same thing for the right side. and go ahead and button it back up. Switching gears real quick, if you're going to install it into a full face, such as this bike helmet, just go ahead and remove the cheek pads. In this particular helmet, you see a little cutout where they make some space for the speakers. We would start there. Go ahead and place your circular Velcro and do the exact same thing on the other side. And then just take your speaker and place that directly on top of the Velcro. Remember that speaker location is critical to good sound. So whether it's going into an ear pad or a full face helmet like this, you want to make sure that when you put that helmet on, the speaker is sitting directly over your ear. Okay, next you're going to take these little stickers and set the wire into the helmet. Really, this part is all about cable management. Every helmet is different, so just find some spots and areas in the helmet, making sure that all the wires are hidden. You don't see a bunch of stuff hanging out all over the place. Just getting it nice and clean. Okay, speakers are in, wires are clean. Let's now turn our attention to the microphone. Now, you'll notice at the end of it, you've got this little Velcro fastener, and what you want to do is go about midway down on the right side chin strap and attach the microphone to that chin strap. The ideal location is that when you cinch the chin strap down and put the helmet on, it's right in line with the bottom of your mouth. Now, in this particular helmet, we'll be able to hide all of this wire by placing it beneath the cheek pad. Save that for later. We'll button this up, and that's going to come out real nice. Now, if your chin strap goes through an ear pad, like this one does, then I would take this out, run the mic through first, put the chin strap back through it, and that's going to be the ideal way to keep everything nice and tight. At this point, all three of these helmets are ready for the next step, and that's to mount the cradle. Now in the box, again, you've got the adhesive mount option. You've also got the pinch mount option. Now, every helmet is different. There's a ton of different variations, but between these two mount options, you can mount to pretty much anything. So we'll start with this one. On this helmet, we see a V-strap that's easily accessible. It's not utilized to button down to the ear pad or anything like that. So pinch mount for sure. Very easy. Just go underneath the V-strap and click it shut. Now, it really grabs the material. You're not gonna have to worry about it slipping up or down. This one is done. Now, with our full face, the pinch mount is not an option because there's nothing to pinch to, so we will have to go with the adhesive route. First and foremost, take the alcohol swab that comes with it and just clean the area in general that you're gonna be using the adhesive on. And while that's drying, take the adhesive mount and just kind of eyeball where you think you might put it. You want it, for the most part, dead center in the helmet, nice and level. Then once the surface is dry, just go ahead and remove the red tape. Set it nice and level. And apply pressure to make sure you get a good hold. The longer you let this sit on here, the better. Now in this helmet, you have a couple options. You have a V-strap, so the pinch cradle is an option. But in this case, the V-strap also has these little buttons that are holding in the ear pad. Now, if I don't care about that, I can release those buttons, use the pinch cradle, and get on my way. That'll work fine. But if I want to utilize those buttons to keep that ear pad in place, we'll be looking at the adhesive cradle. Now, imagine for a second if this was all hard shell and we didn't have an ear pad right here at all. The ideal spot for the adhesive cradle would be right there. That would be perfect. But that's not the case. This is a removable ear pad, so we'll look elsewhere. If I were to put it up here, that's exactly where the goggle strap would be, so that's out. For this helmet, the ideal spot to mount this with the adhesive is going to be sitting right back here. So, once again, take your alcohol rub, and whether it's a new helmet, whether it's an old helmet, always give it a nice good cleaning. Then grab that adhesive cradle, get it nice and lined up right where you want it, and start applying the pressure. Again, the longer you hold this, the better. And the longer you let it set before it's used, the better. Now we're ready to insert the unit itself. Just go ahead and take these top tabs, align that with the top of the module, and then press it to make sure you get that click. The unit will lock in firmly and be secured in place. And then around back to line up the audio kit, just line up the USB Type-C with the back of the module, plug that in, and simply slide the lock into place. To remove the unit, slide the lock out of the way, unplug the USB, and then at the very bottom, you'll see a little tab that you can kind of press in and down, and you'll feel the unit dislodge. And lastly, the inclusion of the 3.5mm earbud jack really kicks the door open to almost limitless use cases. When coupled with a set of earbuds with an inline microphone, the Packtalk Outdoor can be mounted to the most basic of helmets in a variety of different ways, or simply secured to any other piece of equipment or backpack that you might have on you while retaining 100% of its capability. Now that we've finished installing the unit, let's learn how to use it. Packtalk Outdoor has 2 activation buttons, one here for media and one here for power on and off, and also the mute functionality. The roller wheel in the middle is also a clickable button. On either side of that, you'll find 2 LEDs, and then around back, you've got your USB Type-C charging port. This unit does come featured with Cardo's natural voice operation, meaning you can control the vast majority of functionality without having to touch a button at all. You just say, "Hey Cardo," and the command, and it will take it from there. So let's start. To turn the unit on, just press and hold the on-off button for about 2 seconds. Pressing and holding that exact same button for about 5 seconds will turn it off.
Battery status, full.
At which point it reads the battery status. To pair a mobile phone, make sure the unit is on, then just press and hold the media button for about 5 seconds.
Phone pairing.
You'll hear phone pairing. Then go to the Bluetooth section of your phone, and when you see Packtalk Outdoor show up, select it.
Phone connected.
At any moment, you can cancel the phone pairing by simply tapping the media button 1 time, and that will stop the pairing.
Pairing failed.
Now, before going any further, you're going to want to make sure that your Packtalk Outdoor is running the latest software. Doing so ensures that it's free of any bugs and gives you access to any latest features that might have become available. Remember, with this unit, it's all done over the air, no cables are needed. First, you're going to want to download and install the Cardo Connect app. Go ahead and launch that. And follow the on-screen instructions. You'll be asked to register, name your unit, select your language, and it'll tell you if there's an update available. If so, go ahead and select to do the update. You'll see a progress bar. Now, of course, you can always update the software using a USB cable on your computer. Just download and open the Cardo Update app from the Cardo website, connect your unit, and follow the instructions. Once completed, you'll be all set to go. Check. Now let's dig into some of the main functionalities. You can control the system's volume by simply using your voice. For example, "Hey Cardo, volume up." That little beep was an increment of volume, and to go down in volume, "Hey Cardo, volume down." Same thing, an increment of volume down. Now, of course, you can do it manually by using the control wheel. If I roll the wheel forward, that will increase our volume, and if I roll the control wheel backwards towards the rear of the unit, that'll decrease it. Now, when you have an incoming audio stream like I have going to this headset right now, you can mute the audio by saying, "Hey Cardo, mute audio."
Mute audio.
That kills the audio coming in. Or, "Hey Cardo, unmute audio."
Unmute audio.
And it's back. Now you can do the same thing manually, do a rapid roll backwards to mute it.
Mute audio.
And to bring it back, simply roll the volume up a little bit.
Unmute audio.
And lastly, pulling up your phone's voice assistant. For an Android phone, you can say, "Okay Google" or "Hey Google." And for an iPhone, which this is, simply say, "Hey Siri." Set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
Done. You can also use the center button to activate or deactivate the voice assistants. Now let's talk about the big one, Intercom. Packtalk Outdoor comes with Cardo's dynamic mesh communication, highly regarded as the most advanced wireless intercom technology. It enables up to 15 users to have an open intercom conversation at a user-to-user range up to 1 kilometer and up to 5 kilometers when you have more than 5 users involved. DMC is always on, will automatically reconnect somebody that got out of range, and is always working in the background to optimize the connection. Now, grouping the headsets together is easy, and it's the exact same process whether there's just 2 of you, or 4 like we have here, or 12. It doesn't matter, same process. These 2 buttons, press and hold for about 2 seconds, or the second beep.
Grouping initiated.
Grouping's initiated, and then everybody just does the
Searching for
exact same
group.
thing for about 2 seconds. When you see purple like that, it's now in the group. Do the
Searching
same
for
here.
group.
1, 2. It's already in the group.
Searching for group.
Same thing. 1, 2. Let go.
Searching
That's
for
now in the group. Of course, that can all be done simultaneously. I just have 2 hands. So
Searching for group.
this will now time out. It's looking for anybody else that might join this group.
Searching for group.
Once it closes down, the group will be created and we're ready to
Searching
go.
for group. Grouping succeeded. 3. Group members connected.
Perfect. These are all now 100% connected amongst each other. Just one more example between these 2 headsets. Say this one was the one to get into grouping mode first, indicated by the red and green lights. This is what the others joining would hear.
Grouping initiated. Grouping succeeded.
That's now immediately in that group of these 2. And one last thing regarding grouping, if you somehow find yourself
Grouping initiated.
in grouping mode and you didn't want to be there, just tap those same 2 buttons at the same
Searching for
time
group.
to back out of it.
Grouping failed.
And you'll be back to standby. Okay, back to our group of 4. Everybody's on, everybody's connected. Once that's the case, you have the option to mute your microphone. Simply tap the mute button 1 time.
Mute microphone.
And to unmute it, tap it again.
Unmute microphone.
While your mic is muted, you'll still be able to hear your group, them talking if they need to reach you, but anything that you're saying is not being transmitted to them. Of course, there's always the voice command as well. Hey Cardo, mute microphone.
Mute microphone.
I'm now muted. Anything I say is not being transmitted. Hey Cardo, unmute microphone.
Unmute microphone.
And I'm back to the group immediately. And lastly, you have the option to turn off the DMC intercom. Every time you turn it on, the DMC intercom is on by default. If you'd like to turn it off, just do 2 taps of the mute button.
Intercom off.
You are now removed from the group. The 3 of them can still talk, but you're no longer hearing them or contributing to the conversation. If you'd like to turn your DMC intercom back on, 2 taps of the exact same button.
Intercom on.
And now you're back. If you'd like to get some music going, you could stream it straight from your phone. Now I'll show you what it looks like going through the Cardo Connect app, but remember, you can use whatever streaming app you'd like to use on your phone for music. So let's go to the music section. And there we go. To get music going, you can either tap the media button on Packtalk Outdoor 1 time. That's just like pressing play on your phone, or just issue the voice command. Hey Cardo, music on.
Music on.
That gets that going. If you want to skip to the next track, hey Cardo, next track. Or just tap the media button 1 time to skip a track. Now, if you'd like to go to a previous track, you can issue the same type of voice command. Hey Cardo, previous track. And that'll go back to the next song. Now, if you wanted to stop music altogether, it's either a 2-second hold on the media button, that'll stop the music, that's just like pressing stop physically on your phone, or again, the voice command. Hey Cardo, music off.
Music off.
The Packtalk Outdoor comes with full phone support, meaning that you can receive calls, you can make calls while your phone stays wherever you've chosen to secure it. If you got a call coming in, you can take the call by just tapping the media button 1 time, or you can say the word, answer. Now you're on the call. When it comes time to get off that call, same button, you can tap the media button 1 time, that'll hang it up, or simply into the microphone, hey Cardo, end call. And that's it. Okay, now same scenario, this time I don't want to answer it. I can either just roll the roller wheel to cancel that phone call coming in, or say the word ignore. Now, you'll notice that the call is still coming into the phone, but as far as into my helmet is concerned, I no longer hear the ringtone, and I'm not taking that call. To activate the redial functionality, which is obviously calling the person that you called last, there's not a button to push in that scenario. It's just a voice command. Hey Cardo, redial number.
Redial number.
Now, to set up the speed dial, you need to first go to the Cardo Connect app. Tap the phone section, and of these 4 sections, you'll see the very top one is to set your speed dial. So, select set, and then I will find my speed dial, hit set. So, the speed dial is now set for Brian. At this point, when I say, hey Cardo, speed dial,
Speed dial.
that's the number it's calling. Now, we can use the voice command, or we can always do the 3-second hold on the roller wheel. Regarding battery, the unit should give you up to about 10 hours of talk time in between charges. When you turn it off, it'll tell you what % charge it's at, and if you need to check midday, just use the command, hey Cardo, battery status. To charge the unit, just remove the lock and free up the port. Take your USB-C and plug it in. About 20 minutes of charge will give you 2 hours or so of use time. It can reach full charge after about 3 hours, and the red LEDs will turn off once it's full. If for some reason you need to reset your unit, you can reboot it by pressing and holding the 2 main buttons for 10 seconds, or you can reset it all the way back to factory settings by pressing and holding all 3 buttons for 5 seconds.
Factory reset.
Of course, to make the most out of your Packtalk Outdoor, just have a look at the pocket guide. And lastly, if you have multiple helmets or can see yourself using this on a variety of different applications, you'll want to check out the second helmet kit accessory. This kit comes with everything that your original Packtalk Outdoor came with: the mount, the cradle, the mic, the speakers, the Velcro, everything, and really gives you everything you need to install on another piece of equipment. And that's it. For more information, check out the Packtalk Outdoor pages on our website. Thanks for watching. See you next time.